The Darth Vader comic by Charles Soule introduced the concept of bleeding lightsaber crystals. It was a Sith rite of passage to kill a Jedi and take their crystal to be bled and used in a new lightsaber. But what about non-Sith, like the Imperial Inquisitors? Did they also bleed their Kyber crystals? And if not, where did they get their red lightsabers? I can think of a few possible answers here. The reference book Complete Locations shows us that Palpatine had a giant Kyber crystal that he would use to create lightsaber crystals. He'd just take little slivers off of it and I guess hand them out as party favors, like the Inquisitors had an orientation day with a gift bag and 2 red crystals for them all to use. I also think it's perfectly reasonable for the Inquisitor lightsabers to still have been collected from fallen Jedi. The Inquisitors were largely former Jedi. Some of them were taken and turned after the Clone Wars, some of them fell to the dark side before and had a hand in Order 66 like the Grand Inquisitor. In the Ahsoka novel, Ahsoka encounters the Sixth Brother, and she feels some familiarity with his lightsaber crystals through the Force. Maybe she knew the Sixth Brother from before, or maybe he struck down someone she knew and collected their crystals. We've also seen someone like Savage Opress kill 2 Jedi in one episode of the Clone Wars, and then wouldn't you know it, the very next episode he's got a double-bladed lightsaber. Now, I think it's more likely that Palpatine or Dooku in that case would have done all of the actual bleeding. I don't know why, it just makes more sense to me. But we also know that you don't have to be a Sith to bleed a crystal. It's just like any other power in the Force, it's not exclusive to one sect. When Ben Solo fell to the dark side, he bled his own Kyber crystal, turning it from blue to red. And he's not a Sith. He was manipulated by a Sith, but he never considered himself to be part of that order. I think it just came naturally to him. Or maybe Luke had learned about the process through his research and then told his nephew about it. I've seen this question pop up a lot, and it tends to be centered around this idea that the Inquisitors wouldn't have been able to bleed their own crystals because they weren't Sith. In my own headcanon, I don't think they bled the crystals for their lightsabers. I think they were just given new weapons at some point. Same with Savage Opress when he became Dooku's apprentice. Even Darth Maul had a red lightsaber before he ever killed a Jedi, so that right there goes against Sith rules and what Palpatine told Vader. When it comes down to it, I just don't think Palpatine is a big stickler for the rules, so I don't think it's any kind of contradiction or even bump in the road that the Inquisitors have red lightsabers. Maybe they bled the crystals, maybe not. Palpatine probably didn't care until Vader came along, someone he thought of as a truly worthy apprentice. But those are just my thoughts on the matter. It's a question I've seen come up over and over, so I figured why not throw an answer out there. If you have any other questions, please put them in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.